Welcome to another video from the Fantasy Legion. I've got Sean with me again, and we're talking
Welcome
about
back.
what Sean used to be, a cute quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa.
Too long ago.
I think we'll stick with Tua.
Tua's easier for me to pronounce. I like that name.
He's a lefty as well, so how does that affect his game and what you have to do as a receiver?
I think it's really good because being different as a quarterback is huge in the NFL. You know, a left-handy is good in my view because you do different things, and it's harder to defend against in my view. And his skill set's interesting. How high do I have him on my board? He's my number one. He's my number one quarterback off the board. He should always have been number one. He's definitively the number one. Yeah, he has an injury, and that's what knocked him down the charts. But he's not fallen far, has he? I think he's most people's number two. But he's my number one. He's been my number one for many years of watching college. The injury was so unfortunate because he's denied the opportunity to go number one off the board. And that's really unfortunate because he's so exciting. And in the modern NFL, we all know the shortcut to fantasy gold. Get yourself a running quarterback. Now, he has got to come back from a serious injury. So there's no doubt there's a red flag here. But the potential, you talk about ceilings, wow, it's through the roof.
Deshaun Watson came back from 2 ACLs, didn't he, in college? You know, and one in the NFL. He's still.
What I've seen of his recovery, I think you're the first to report this. Actually, was the fact that he's way ahead of the recovery.
He's way ahead of where people thought he was going to be.
And I'm always a little bit wary when you come back from an injury like this, but it's a quarterback. It's slightly different. We know he's going to use his legs. He's going to have to use his legs. That's what he's about. But he's exciting as any quarterback currently in the NFL, mobile quarterback. He completely changes a team's ethos. You know, really does. Do not be surprised in the NFL draft if teams go up the board and take this kid. So don't be surprised somebody goes up the board and goes and gets him. Because if Burrows is going to go one.
Where do you see his possible landing spot? So obviously the Dolphins have been linked with him. The Chargers have been linked with him.
I think if he went to the Chargers, if he goes to the Chargers year one, they've got a chance to go be amazing year one. They've got all the kind of personnel around him built for what he's all about. And they've got a defense as well that he'll love to play behind. The offensive line is strong. It's a great fit. I'd love to see him go there. Eckler's value goes. If you think Eckler's value was great last year under Mr. Dumpoff, his value will go through the roof.
That's why he was good value.
Yeah, but even better under Tua because the two of them will work. They'll work so well together. It'll be a really great fit.
I'm not sure their O-line is that good, to be honest.
I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's not bad at all, is it? You know, from a quarterback perspective.
I thought the Chargers were struggling really to protect Rivers at all.
Well, I don't know. I think that was because Rivers, look what he was doing. He was so frightened. He was dumping the ball off all the time because he was actually.
The O-line was bad, isn't it?
I think it's more about. I was actually more worried about his mechanics than I was about the O-line. I just felt every time he dropped back, he held on to whenever he tried to hold on to the ball for too long, it was just awful. I mean, I felt sorry for the line.
There are a lot of QBs that sort of always look for the deep ball. I mean, Deshaun Watson was doing a lot. When I watched him, he got sacked so many times. He held the ball 5-10 seconds just from it.
Well, he's bringing it onto himself, and now in the current situation, I mean, just it's worth mentioning him here because it's perfect. Deshaun Watson is well. Save it for another video, but I've got major concerns. So I'm worried about him. But this guy could
the whole team, really, aren't you?
This guy could change an NFL's franchise's, history. He could change the ethos. He changes everything. He's very, very exciting. He knows now how close it was to losing his career. So he's very hungry. And I think he's going to come in and do some special stuff. So he's definitely one I like a lot for this year. And he can be fantasy relevant year one. Absolutely. Why can't he beat his current ADP draft position in the NFL? Why can't he do that year one? Particularly if he goes to Chargers, he'll be very, very good. So I don't mind him at all. Very useful player.
No, I totally agree. Do you think with Fitzmagic there, do you think if he went to the Dolphins, he'd have a bit of time under Fitzmagic learning first? Because, Fitzmagic was, he was...
Look, I think
turned Devontae Parker into a beast, didn't he?
Yeah, I think the good thing is with Fitzmagic always does something every year for about 4 weeks where he's just amazing. Purple patch, amazing. and then he falls, the wheels come off the car, and then it's back to normality with 6 interceptions or whatever's going on.
I think he only did that once, to be fair to him.
Well, he does have a bad...
It's just you never forgot it.
Yeah, I'll never forget him. You never forget a thing like that. I think he had 6 interceptions one week and fumbled the ball 3 times the next. You don't forget things like this. It does haunt you for a long time. But no, I think Tua can... it wouldn't surprise me that even if he...
I quite enjoyed it.
I bet you did. But I don't think he wouldn't be riding the pine for a very long tour in any situation. It's not going to be very long before he's playing full time. So they might give him 4 games just to get a bit of small experience under his belt, then put him in full time. But he's going to be playing a lot of the first year, 12 games, I think.
Yeah, I think he's probably my favourite QB in the draft as well. If I wanted to own one,
he's the one I'm interested in the most because we know how. This is shortcuts fantasy gold. Running quarterback, mobile. I mean, what can he do mobile? Even if we limit him to 500-600 yards year one, I mean, that's limiting him. I mean, that's still exciting. Can he get 4 or 5 touchdowns? Absolutely, with that 600 yards, 500 yards, and that's without throwing the ball. So it's exciting. He's very capable of being a better than pack average quarterback year one. And who knows? The ceiling is very high.
He's going 15 overall in rookie draft currently, or that's where the X is.
That's okay. Yeah, great value. Happy with that. I don't want to pay a round one premium.
If I could get him at pick 15, I'd be all over it, to be honest.
I don't want to pay. I never like paying a round one premium for a quarterback, even if I'm picking at the end of a rookie draft. So I won't pay a round one premium, but I would happily take him in round 2 because it's worth that pick there.
Okay, well there you go. Any thoughts on Tua? Let us know. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care of yourselves.